All right, you're all set, Dave.
All right, meeting called to order. Today is Tuesday, December 15th. It is now 6:04 PM. Town council meeting via Zoom.
Councilman Lattradi,
He's here. He'll be in the other room.
Councilman Messier,
Here.
Councilwoman Williamson,
Here.
Council Vice President D'Amico,
Here.
Council President Goslin. There's a quorum on record.
Under section 42-46-4 and 42-46-5, section A, section 2 of the Rhode Island General Laws, the town council to convene into executive session, closed meeting to discuss successor collective bargaining agreements with 1, the International Brotherhood of Police Officers Local 312, 2, Local 1104, International Association of Firefighters, AFL-CIO, and 3, Rhode Island Council 94, AFS, CME, AFL, CIO, West Warwick Town Employees Local 2045.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. We'll go over to the other meeting.
Do I leave? How do we do this? I leave or just you take me out?
I think you just stay on, right?
I thought
I don't know.
I thought I would get moved into another room. So they're already in the other room.
They
Yeah.
go to another room. Everybody else stays right here.
You just wait
Okay.
here till our nose.
Mr. Messier is in the wrong. Jason, you gotta go to the other.
I just came back to the same one.
Come back to the same one, to the public one.
Ah,
And Timmy, are you going over to?
Yes, I'm going right now.
All right. So Paul and Christine and everybody else, you should be able to see a sign on your screen that says that the council's in an executive session and that the sewer
Yeah.
commission meeting will start at 7 or after the conclusion of executive session.
Yes.
Okay,
All right. Thank you.
so that message will be up on the screen until they finish the executive session and return here to start the meeting back up again.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, welcome.
Joe, you there?
haven't started cooking, I'm just putting it in. I thought you could microwave it. Sure.
Hi, Chris.
Good evening. I'm ready for bed. Isn't that sad?
Good evening.
I'll tell you.
Good evening, Jim.
I don't know if he's muted.
Maybe I'm me.
Good evening. Can you hear me? I
Oh, we
can
hear
hear
you
you.
now.
Okay.
Jim, am I on?
Yeah, you're on, Al.
Thank you.
Are we going to make any bets if they leave the executive session at 7?
You should have been there last.
I'm gonna
Tuesday.
say that they're running late.
You should have been at the meeting, the open, the work session last Tuesday. 2 hours deciding whether or not they should sell the piece of property next door to Newberry's for a parking lot that can be used for nothing else for $30,000 or for $39,000. 2 hours that will enable Newberry's to put in 5 condominium units.
You can't make this stuff up.
You can't. I mean, it was on and on and on about we have to have open discussion. It was just it took 2 hours of going around with some of them saying, look, if we can get Newberry's to put in 5 condominiums, let's do it. And others saying, well, there's going to be residential, it should be business, and if you can get Mom Pa to go into it,
Oh no, let's condemn a chimney that we're going to have to spend $200,000 to take down.
I personally am. It bothers me because if you know where Bank of America, what it was, right at the square in Arctic, that
Yep.
little alleyway, Senate Street that goes back, the first building to the left as you're facing it when I was a kid, I worked there in 1956 in the Rexall drugstore, Smith's Rexall drugstore. And on Friday nights, traffic coming in from the Natick or Phoenix area, from the Natick area, it was
Hey,
back.
Al, did you get that notice? People are listening in.
Oh, but it was, I didn't get it, but it was backed up to Prada's and to where the water authority is today. And, you know, when I see Arctic like it is, I'm sick because at that time it was second only to Connecticut.
Right.
It survived Garden City, but it did not survive Rhode Island Mall.
Yeah.
It was a, you know, a great place, and I know times have changed, but you know, I just wish things could be done to, and I don't know what the answer is, but anything that can be done to bring Arctic back is wonderful. What's the status down at wastewater with the health situation? How are you people doing?
With the what situation?
With the COVID situation, how are you people faring?
We're doing okay. We're doing okay.
Yeah,
I don't think there's anybody right now that's out with the COVID. Knock on wood. I'm afraid to talk about it. I don't
Yeah.
want to jinx anything.
yeah. No, it's
It's a crazy world we live in right now.
really is.
Yep. Who would ever thought you would have seen something like this,
Yeah,
right?
and the way so many lives have been
Are
changed
affected.
and the way, well, you know, just these meetings. The sad part is how many people have been devastated by it that have, you know, they got nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. I know it.
There was an article down here where one of the communities are getting together with a food bank because of the number of people who, you know, they've run out of all means of income.
It's so scary. We have to thank our lucky stars. We have what we have,
Yeah.
you know?
I know my son-in-law is a catalog photographer. And
Oh, really?
he got hurt very badly because when they closed the borders down, he does a lot of religious jewelry and a lot of toys and jewelry,
Yeah.
and a great amount of the stuff he photographs comes from China and Italy.
Right.
So he had the customers, but he didn't have any product to shoot. So he was
Right.
3 or 4 months with nothing.
So he's been in limbo.
Yeah,
Yeah. I know you hear a lot of these stories.
here he is. He's got his own. He and my daughter, they've got their own little studio, and you figure, well, they can keep going, but he didn't have anything to take pictures of.
I know. And how do you fix that?
Yeah.
I know it.
as a matter of fact, he has a friend that's a major real estate as a major real estate agency. And he was fortunate that his friend gave him some homes to, photograph for the market. But his problem was that even there, today, apparently the real estate agents use drones to show the
Oh.
property.
Do they really?
Yeah. And so
Wow.
Perry decided he was gonna get into it. And my daughter said he's going crazy because to fly a drone professionally or commercially, he's gonna get an FHA license or something.
Do you really?
Yeah, that's what they told me. So they said he's been studying like crazy to be able to buy himself a drone to take pictures and, have another
Well,
area to work in.
It's probably too, for privacy reasons, you're flying your drone. They want to make sure you're not interfering where you shouldn't be interfering. So,
Well, I haven't seen it this year, but last year down here, we're right on the ocean. And there's private houses to our south. And then next to us, there's a large condominium development. I was out on the balcony one night and I saw this light over the water. And it was just stationary. And it moved around and
yeah.
pretty soon I decided, well, somebody's got a drone out there. And I was asking, it was more to our south. So I was asking some friends of mine who live in that condo development. And he said they were really concerned because this thing was at night and it was not far off the shore, right level with their windows.
Yeah. So what is it doing out there at night?
That's what
Not
I couldn't
fishing.
figure out, why we're out there at night. And, it would always fly off to the south. So to this day, I have no idea.
Well, keep your blinds closed at night. Don't open your blinds. A little
Oh,
privacy.
my wife does that.
Yeah, I would do that too. At night, you have to.
I'm on the safe side. There's nothing behind me.
That's good. That you know of.
No, I'm on the 4th floor. There's a balcony. There's nothing above me, and there's just the driveway out in front.
Oh, that's good. Maybe I should bring my Christmas gifts in and do some wrapping until it's time. I was doing that before I came back on. I logged in at 6 and then I went and wrapped a little.
Well, I sent Joe Hool email today and wanted to know whether or not I had to sit here from 6 until 7 or whether I could just log in at 7.
Oh. You don't like to stray too far. I mean, we couldn't start until 7 for the sewer commission anyway, so.
Yeah.
Jim, can you hear me? Jim, this is Don. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, we got the approval for that asbestos removal.
Okay,
So we're still waiting on Chief Knox to sign it, but that's probably going to be done by tomorrow.
okay.
All right.
Just email me the PO and I will send it to the contractor to get us a schedule and to give us his insurances.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead,
Got
go
it,
back.
Don. Thanks.
Your drone story was better than that story. So.
No, Al, you didn't have to come on, or really nobody has to come on until 7 o'clock, but
Yeah.
they have to open an executive
Yeah.
session in a public forum. So
Yeah.
we use the same link for the whole process. So that way
Yeah,
It
Yeah.
minimizes who has to jump around.
yeah.
So, but yeah, for any of you guys, Jim or Christine, Harrison, any of you, you guys didn't have to log in until 7 o'clock or.
Well, I
Oh.
didn't even know
At the
about the
rates they go,
executive
and you
session.
even had a little bit of grace period, so.
I just got the notification on my phone and I was like, wait a minute, I gotta go log in just in case.
Yeah. So no,
Yeah.
when they do an executive session and stuff like that, we have to open it in a public setting,
Yeah.
so then we have to leave this up and running until they get done.
Until they're done.
Yep. So, and then when,
Jim,
if it's 7 o'clock or later, they can come in and start right off with the next thing. So if it's before.
Right, I'm
if they
just gonna
finish it-
enjoy the beach for a while and
I would say there's nothing wrong with that.
hang.
Jim, a week
Anybody
or
needs
so-
anything, I'm hiding here in the background.
a week or so ago, the discussion you had with the private lines on Providence Street.
Yeah.
The other night, there was at the planning board meeting, there was a condominium development before the board. And naturally, all of their lines, they brought up a sewer line that was being put in. It's the one up on Green Street where they're tying in to, I can't think of the name of the street. And naturally, the line on their property is their responsibility. And I stuck my nose in, I don't know whether I should have or not, but saying that I felt that they should clear with you people that in case of an emergency where the association doesn't do what it's supposed to do, that you have the right to go in.
That's, we have that in the ordinance. We do have that requirement. That's why you'll notice that we have inspections of private, what we call private wastewater treatment facilities. So condo associations, if they have they're supposed to submit a maintenance program and a contact list. So
Well,
if something goes wrong, the Harrison and his group will know that and be able to, call them out saying there's a problem. If they don't respond, we as a community have to respond, and then we back charge that. But we're obligated by that. It's in the ordinance.
I raised the issue because I didn't know. And Sandy Resnick was the attorney, and he said absolutely no problem. So that he said that the documents will come through specifically stating that, you people have the right, if need be, to go in. I wasn't aware of it, but I just wanted to make sure after
Yeah,
that
in
discussion on
fact,
Providence Street.
they have specific requirements that they have to meet. It's in the ordinance,
Uh-huh,
in the sewer, it's on the private wastewater treatment facilities.
yeah. This is a development going in on Green Street, where everything heads down towards Main Street. And
Okay,
they've made arrangements to hook into the, I can't think of the name of the street.
Probably Harris Street, Harris Ave.
Yeah, it's in it's in Harris Avenue in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah, it appears the entrance is gonna be on Harris Street, but they had to get the water main from Green. The water main on Harris Street was only 4 or 6 inches. I think it was a 4-inch line. And so they had to come in off from Green, which had a 6 or an 8-inch line.
Yeah, and the sewer goes out the other way down the hill.
I just got word that the executive session is ending and they should be all rejoining us momentarily.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Jason, I like the car.
Thank you. Thank you. I like say it looks like San Francisco is doing well. I was
Yeah, we're doing okay. The fire is gone.
we got San Francisco, Hawaii. You guys are all over the place here tonight.
Jason, I got a call from John Valone yesterday.
Oh, John Valone, yes.
Yeah.
John Valone, you know John?
Yeah,
Well,
long
he said he
time.
knew you well.
Yeah, a long time. Yeah, he
Yeah,
called
John,
me
how-
and he's going to give me the information and I'll let him know what's going on.
Awesome. Yeah, John he was my dad's lawyer forever. He took care of
Yeah.
my dad a lot before he passed away. John's a nice guy. My dad used to cook every year before Christmas. He'd cook like stuffies and different food and drop them off to his accountant and his lawyer, and he used to bring them, so they all loved him over at the office.
All right, let me know when everybody's ready.
Dave,
Yes.
am I closing the executive session?
Save that for the council meeting. After the sewer subcommittee meeting, sewer committee meeting.
Okay.
Everything's open when you are ready to go, sir. And everybody's here.
We're just staying in this one through the duration, right?
You
Yeah.
got it.
Correct.
Okay.
When the sewer commission meeting ends, actually, I gotta switch the YouTube feed. And then you can start the sewer commission. Let's see.